All right. Good morning. Why do my headphones sound so weird? Hi. All right. Maybe that. Maybe a little bit of this. Maybe this. I don't know. All right. Well, hey guys. Hey Heather. Happy Tuesday to you. Nice little holiday yesterday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, as we celebrate every year. It was it was nice. Nice little day yesterday. Heather, yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. We got a very cool live stream for you guys today. And now for the live stream, showing up just after 7 o'clock because, she got kids and everything. Stacy Scott of Hot 98.3 will be joining us. In the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to be doing the Dude of the Week. Great stories between a hero from the Bronx and also a dog named Russ. We'll also talk about Netflix raising the prices again, and then we'll actually kind of break down what I think is or what we think is the best streaming services out there that won't break the bank. Also, in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to play some trivia for Megadeth tickets. Megadeth is coming to Charleston's North Charleston Coliseum on Tuesday, May 3rd. They're going to come along with Lamb of God and Trivium and In Flames. So we got tickets for trivia with that today. And then top the 7 o'clock hour, our question of the day. Who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? We are going to share your stories, and I'll share a story of my own coming up here just past 7 o'clock. Bro, I thought you were off the stream for a few days. Yeah, I put up a note on our Facebook page. So the tower crew that was supposed to come in and move all of the electrical wires from one spot to another inside of our new space, they got snowed in apparently up in Pennsylvania. So we had to adjust our week. So it's actually next week where I'm going to be off the stream for the first few days of it. Yeah, so they're going to come in on the 24th apparently and move all of our stuff. So yeah, kind of a different, definitely different than what we thought. It was about, I think it was Friday night. We got an email saying that that crew was snowed in and we would not be moving into our new digs like we thought. So that'll happen. That'll happen next week. So we'll be off for a few days, at least from the live stream next week. We'll still be on the air. But man, I had yeah, sudden change, adapt, improvise, overcome. Exactly. Um, Morning, Andrew. Morning. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, kind of rolling with the punches here. That's kind of how it's going. Not only that, we have a new operations manager starting this week, which is very exciting. His name is Matt Derrick. He's not going to be like on the air or anything, kind of like Cotter was our operations manager. Matt will be more behind the scenes, at least for Rock 1061. But the great thing is, once Matt comes in, we're going to be able to start our search for a new co-host for the morning show and a new program director of said radio station. So very exciting. So that means we can finally start going with the changes we need to get everything kind of up and going again. Holly, good morning. But I'm very excited over these next few weeks. A lot of change with brand new studios and hopefully, new uh, show hosts and coworkers and all that fun stuff. All right, guys. Well, once again, top of the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to dive into our question of the day. If you have a story to share with us, please do so. Who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? If you got a great story, please feel free to share it with us here on the live stream. You can also text us your stories at 1-800-394-1061. And as always, while I'm thinking that and saying that, I'm going to go ahead and log into our texting service. And this past weekend was really awesome. I got a chance to go check out the End Market Savannah Hockey Classic, which was a great time on Friday. Saturday, I hosted the Let's Get Saucy wing sauce competition over at Southbound. That was a bunch of fun as well. we didn't have like a ton of competitors. There actually was only like 5 competitors total. There was going to be up to 20, but we had 5. And man, those 5 people brought some of the best wing sauces I've had in quite some time. And funny enough, the person that won was actually Jeremy from MF Hot Sauce. Jeremy created the morning show hot sauce for us. I think I have it. Nope, it's not on the shelf anymore. But we had the Torture Blues Day hot sauce that Jeremy created for us. He's the same guy who won the wing sauce competition on Saturday, which was very, very cool. So what we did there was, taste the wing sauces. We tasted them blind, and his actually won. His was like a sweeter peach flavored sauce called Never Gonna Heat You Up, Never Gonna Cool You Down. And it was amazing. So the really cool thing is you're going to be able to try that wing sauce on in the month of February. For the entire month of February, you can actually go into Bowtie. When you order wings or whatever, you can actually have them tossed in the Jeremy from MF Hot Sauce winning sauce. It is delicious. So if you get a chance, starting in February, Jeremy's MF Hot Sauce, Never Going to Heat You Up, Never Going to Cool You Down, is going to be available. Morning, everyone. Morning, Steve. Morning, Gibby. Morning, MK Ultra. Morning, Mama Sita. Holy crap. I was not expecting it. She goes, hola, mi amigos. I am live from Candler Hospital, still recovering, but wanted to sneak in and say hello. I love you guys. We love you too, Sandy. We're so happy that you're recovering. Hopefully this is post-surgery. Hopefully you are definitely on the mend. Can't wait to see you again. Sandy, a member of the Horde, has been going through some health stuff recently, guys, and hopefully she is on the other side of it. So very great to hear from you this morning, Sandy. Gibby said, so the Rock 1061 Facebook page had an update. Is Billy moving to mornings with you? No, she is not. Billy is no longer working with us here at the radio station. So, I'm not going to tell her story for her, but Billy decided that she wanted to move on and do some other things. And we said, okay, can't really change her mind. So Billy is no longer with the radio station. So, yeah, I had to update some stuff yesterday in regards to Billy. But we love Billy, and she's just moving on and doing some different stuff. Not with our radio station group, just outside of this radio station group. All right, guys, got a couple minutes still. We're going to jump into our question of the day. Once again, our question of the day is, who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? I got a story. It's definitely me. And then we'll share some more of your stories. Got some great stories from our social media pages, so we'll share those. And, of course, if you guys got some stories, please feel free to drop them into the live stream chat. Whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, they all kind of filter down to me right in one convenient place. Of course, we're already way over time. We're going to get rid of that one. And this one. Boom. Now we got loads of it. Yeah, I had a really good weekend with hosting the wing sauce competition. Saturday night, I went to my buddy Kyle Farmer's wedding. A lot of people know him as Coach Kyle. Coaches baseball over at whatever school I can't think of right now. But went to his wedding on Saturday, and then it was just a lot of football. A lot of football and video games over the last 2 days, guys, and I don't regret a second of it. I worked a lot yesterday. For being a day off, I did work quite a bit. A lot of different things, but excited to be back officially in work because it's my happy spot. Also, it is like stupid cold outside. This 32-degree life we're currently living, I don't like. I don't like it all, and we're going to be living it for like the next 10 days at least. And I'm not fond of what we're doing, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on. I saw that Jeremy Nelson from WJCL, he is the meteorologist, said there's a possibility of snow this weekend. Just a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I'm really worried. My bones shudder at the thought of more snow. So I'm trying to find a picture that I think my wife sent me of me being rather clumsy. I wanted to show it to you guys, but I don't know if I have it or not. I'm not finding it. This is a bummer. Okay. Well, if she sends it to me this morning, I'll definitely show it off on the live stream. Got about 1 minute before we go on the air once again. Morning, Sean. How are you? Holly, thanks for that. Holly said, my daughter in law, every time we go somewhere, she falls and skins both her knees so bad. Now I just carry knee pads in my car for her. She's special. Once again, our question of the day is, who's the clumsiest person in your life and how are they always hurting themselves? I'll tell you my story. And then we'll actually jump into a story from Anne. Anne kind of just didn't do one story. She did like 4 different things that she's always constantly hurting herself with. So we'll jump into that here in just a minute. Ooh, a heat wave in Minnesota, Sean, almost 40 degrees. You lucky SOB. All right, we'll be right back. It's Rock 1061, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show today. My friend joining me in studio in just a little bit will be Stacy Scott, afternoon host of Hot 98.3. And of course, we are live streaming the show right now where you can jump on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch and search the Marshall and Friends show. And make sure to like, follow, subscribe, turn on notifications from there, and hang out with us each and every morning. See what happens kind of behind the scenes here at Rock 1061. We always have a good time with the Horde. It's the group of people who come and watch and hang out with us each and every morning. But right now, it's time to jump into our question of the day. Who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? That person straight up is me, hand up. I like to fancy myself like a handyman, at least at my own house. And I always seem to I never read the directions. I'm that guy. I don't like reading directions. I like to just kind of get a visual of my landscape and just figure out, what I'm gonna do when I kind of get there type of situation. So like whether I'm putting together like IKEA furniture or just doing things to my lawn, I just kind of always wing it. And it always doesn't turn out great for me. A lot of times I end up, stabbing myself with like a screwdriver or something horrible. But the one thing I remember about time I was maybe the most clumsy was when I was just walking out by my pool. I have a pool in the backyard, and my wife was, she's a butterfly lady, crazy butterfly lady, and we have like this butterfly cage in our backyard. And she was looking inside of it while I was walking along the pool decking to go back inside. Well, I swear she said something. I swear she said something. I turned around and I said, "What'd you say?" Because my hearing is slightly messed up from wearing headphones my entire life. Well, she said nothing, and I turned back around, and when I turned back around, I don't know why, maybe I was angry because I maybe just heard something, and I kind of like threw myself around, and I lost my footing. One foot barely stepped into the pool, and then at that point, it was just, I was wasted. It was like Grand Theft Auto. I just died. I fell into the pool. My wife is laughing hysterically at me. Thankfully, I didn't have my phone on me. Like, I didn't like ruin my phone in the process, but I got out of the pool. But I fell on the pool decking, like I fell on my left thigh, and I had a bruise the size of Africa on my left thigh for weeks. It just lasted and lasted and lasted. So even when I'm not trying to hurt myself, when I'm like trying to like do something even close to outside. It seems like I'm always constantly hurting myself. Yeah, I absolutely got wasted, and not in the good way, and fell into my pool. Thank God I can swim, or it would have been really, really, really bad for me. Once again, our question of the day is, who's the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? Now, Ann chimed in on our Facebook page, and if you got stories, feel free to chime in with them on our live stream, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You could drop them right into the live chat. Also, you could text us your stories at 1-800-394-1061. Ann chimed in with multiple stories. She goes, "Oh, it's definitely me. I am the clumsiest person out there." She goes, "In 2021, I pulled my back out by putting pants on. I fell on rocks in Florida and in the ocean and cut my leg open and sprained my ankle. I burned myself multiple times. I fell in the kitchen and pulled my hamstring while trying to feed my dogs. And then I fell over and smashed my right arm into a doorknob and bruised it badly. And that was all within the last couple months of the year. I am a mess." Yes, you are, Ann. Also, I think a ghost is trying to kill you, or maybe you just don't really like yourself. I'm not for sure yet, but we need to figure this out. All right, guys, once again, our question of the day is, who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? Share your stories with us, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, and also text us up at 1-800-394-1061. It's the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 1061. All right, guys, back on the live stream. Morning, Dave. How's it going, man? Morning, Rhett. How are we? Dave says, "Yeah, it's so cold in my house. Pigs didn't want to get up and eat this morning. Said, screw you. So they're staying in the barn." I'm not gonna lie, I had that same feeling. I had to literally like do one of those like kick jumps out of bed to actually get myself going. Like one of those just kind of like the "Ah!" Yeah, I had to it was just so cold this morning. And then I have a neighbor who leaves their dogs outside. And they have like a little dog house out there, right? So I can't say anything. But they have a chihuahua that like sits outside and lives out there. And I feel so bad for it. And I would randomly wake up in the middle of the night and these people have their chihuahua barking in the backyard in the middle of the night, probably because it's so cold. So that was fun. Thanks, neighbors. Morning, Patrick. How's it going, buddy? Once again, thank you all for joining us here on the live stream on the Marshall and Friends show today. Stacy Scott of Hot 98.3 should be joining us here in just a moment. She'll join us for the second half of our question of the day. Got a couple more stories for you from you guys. Also, if you want to share your stories this morning, if you haven't already, feel free to do so here on the live stream. Like I said, the question of the day is, who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? So share your stories with us here today. Morning, Greg. How you doing? How was everyone's weekend? Everyone have a good weekend? What'd you guys get into? Yesterday, I did get a chance to play some video games, which obviously I'm a 2-year-old and love that stuff. I got into playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on my PlayStation 5. It's incredible. Highly recommend it. Now, today for trivia, we're going to be handing out Megadeth tickets. They're playing over in Charleston, North Charleston, at the North Charleston Coliseum on Tuesday, May 3rd with Lamb of God and Trivium and In Flames. We're going to, Zach, what's up, man? Good morning. We're going to be giving those tickets away with trivia this morning. Trivia, I think, is probably one of the easiest games I've ever made. 100%. 7 questions, 60 seconds. I think this is possibly the easiest quiz I ever made. I forgot to write trivia for this week. I meant to do it yesterday. Didn't realize it till just before the show this morning. So I had to write it kind of on the spot. and I think it's quite easy. Let's see how Stacy does this morning, though. Sandy said, my weekend was successful. I was able to walk the halls in the hospital by myself, so it was actually a great weekend. Nice. Gibby says, what's a good way to win one of those Xbox Series X you got in the office there? Like we just have like a bunch of them just hanging around. Sadly, no, we had one. We gave that away. What was that? Last April? I think with the with college basketball. Morning, Stacy. Charles said Saturday worked at the farm, was able to squeeze in about 45 minutes of catching huge slap crappie. Sunday, same as always, grocery store, food prep, sand, paperwork, sanding, stair, treads. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, that's fun. Yeah, I watched some, I don't know. I think Sunday, yeah. I don't think I left the house on Sunday. I mostly just did the typical Sunday routine of laundry and lots and lots of football, which sadly, I mean, I think we're down to, let's see, what are we? There's 5 more games this week. There's 2, 7, 8. We only have 8 games plus the Pro Bowl left for NFL this season. It's the saddest part of the year for me. When it's less than 10 games left total in a season. All right, guys. Stacy is joining us here.
Good morning.
Good morning, Stacy. How are we? A little tired?
Yeah, I'm not feeling so hot. Like I've had COVID tests like the past 3 days, and it's really shitty. But here I am. Here I am.
So you're suffering?
Yeah, I'm not feeling too shabby.
Okay.
But I got tea and coffee. Here we are.
Tea. You got tea and coffee both from Dunkin'.
Yeah, I had free drinks,
Okay.
so I used them. Apparently, you can use more than one.
Well, this will probably make you feel better. I was actually just talking about this.
Huh.
We have quite an easy trivia game today. At least I think.
Thank goodness, because today I'd put your numbers pretty low. Put them way low today.
Yeah, I think the game is quite easy today, but we'll get to that here in just a minute.
Who is this?
Who ate half a moon pie and left the remnants over
Eddie?
there? I don't know. I really don't.
God, come on, people.
Yeah, so I bought a box of moon pies for the radio station for everyone, and I haven't had a moon pie in years. And then I
Yeah,
ate
me
one the
either.
other day, and I was like, I don't like these.
No, it's not the same, right?
I don't know if it's not the same. It's just like maybe I just never liked moon pies. Yeah, I'm not a moon pie guy, but people are loving them here. That's good.
I didn't know you bought moon pies. I'm not a big moon pie fan though.
Yeah, I just wanted to switch it up. Zach said Sunday was nice. Replaced my wife's radiator and intercooler after she smacked a deer. Hey, that's husband of the year stuff right there, man. Don't let her forget it. You get an entire week of attaboys for that, just so you know. Charles says, but did you eat the deer? Funny enough, so Charles, who's on the chat right now, he's doing some work in my house, or he will be.
Your man cave, your man shed.
My man shed. He's doing some stuff for me, and he swung by the other day, and he actually brought me some ground up deer, some shredded deer. And I told my wife that. She's like, what's that bag in the fridge? I'm like, oh, that's deer. Charles brought over deer. It's awesome. She's like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm the same way with.
Really?
I'm on your wife's level.
So 100%. I've ate deer twice this weekend. It's delicious.
By itself, or did you mix it?
So he kind of brought it like shredded and kind of had it mixed up with a little bit of barbecue sauce. So I kind of
So it was already cooked.
Yeah. So yeah, it's already cooked. So I just reheated it. Added some like pepper jack cheese and a little bit of this like this teriyaki sauce that I've been using, and then I made a little wrap out of it, a little burrito, a little deer burrito, and it was delightful.
Oh my God.
I know it sounds crazy.
You know what it sounds
Maybe
crazy?
that's why my beard's grown twice the size since the last time you saw me.
So I took Dayquil this morning, like the liquid. I took 2 cups of it.
Yeah.
I overdosed.
You overdosed on Dayquil?
Look at my eyebrows. They're not even straight. Oh, man, what a day it's going to be. Sign me up for a good time. That's what's happening.
You got something going on over here.
I'm not feeling too
Gibby says, I have a friend donating a GTX 6600 for my computer to help me play and stream better games. Should be interesting to see if they can actually send it. Oh, that's awesome, man. Good for you, Gibby.
What's our friend from New Zealand? What's his name?
Rob?
Is he on?
Rob's not on this morning.
I
I've
was
seen.
watching that volcano stuff.
Volcano stuff?
Yeah, like an underground volcano, and apparently people from New Zealand are helping out people in where the volcano went off. Have you not seen this? It's been all over the news.
Nope, haven't.
I wanted to know if it is affecting them.
Is it
Good morning, Holly.
Is it strictly about NFL football? Because if it isn't, I really have been paying attention.
No, it's definitely a volcano that blew up under the water.
If it's not that or chicken wings, I don't think I've really recognized anything other than those two things.
I love chicken wings. I
I'm telling you.
adore chicken wings.
I'm telling you, I didn't realize this. So the guys at Bowtie Barbecue put on the wing sauce
How'd that
competition
go?
over
Yeah.
at Southbound. It was great. So they, for us to try the sauces, they gave all the judges wings. I had wings, right?
Heck yeah.
Great. They possibly have the best wings in town. I'm going to throw it out there.
Really?
Bowtie Barbecue, I mean, they have these massive smoked chicken wings, and they are fall off the bone delicious. And that's before any sort of sauce is added.
Wow.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. If you love wings, and this is just in a shameless plug, Bowtie is not paying me. They should, but they're not. Seriously, they have, I think, some of the best wings. And
I'm a wild wing girl.
I've been thinking about the wings since I left Saturday. I'm like, I can get some
really?
wings.
They're that good? You're thinking about them when you're not there.
And then, I mean, like, and the sauce that won was incredible. It was named Never Gonna Heat You Up, Never Gonna Cool You Down. Well,
Never
yes.
gonna heat you up.
Exactly.
Never gonna cool
So
you down.
it was a great, like, peach based sauce. It was almost like a dessert sauce. It wasn't that sweet, though. It was just perfect. It was by far the best sauce. It won best sauce. And that sauce will be available all month long in February at Bowtie Barbecue.
Are you down for it? Are you gonna go get
Oh
yourself
yeah,
some?
I'm going to get wings. I'm thinking about ordering some for the Super Bowl specifically. I know. All right, guys, we got 90 seconds. Coming back with the second half of our question of the day. Who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? Stacy, I can't wait to hear your story about yourself.
It's not about me, actually.
Really?
You're gonna die. You're gonna die when you hear this story.
All right. Wanda says, morning, everyone. 2 kids with no Coco. That's good. Bree is on her way to Disney with her theater class for the week. Hell yeah. And Bubba had me up since 2. Oh, my God. All right. Well, good for you.
I'm going to Disney for spring break, and I'm really stoked.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know.
Zach says, don't like deer that's been hit. Too hard to chew around the bone fragments.
Stupid.
Charles goes, got to aim for the head.
Oh, my God.
Love you guys. All right, guys. Yeah, we got a little over 30 seconds jumping back on the air with the second half of our question of the day. Rhett's going to Disney tomorrow. Nice, man. I forgot that. I forgot that you mentioned that. Once again, our question of the day is, who's the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? Stacy, we'll start off with you.
Rhett, you'll enjoy it, so make sure you're listening.
And then we'll get to a couple here on from the chat. All right, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Currently sitting in studio, not hungover.
I'm not hungover today.
Which I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That's why I pointed out my special guest, my special friend in studio. That's Stacy Scott, afternoon host of our sister station, Hot 98.3. Make sure to check her out later on this afternoon, starting at 3 o'clock. All right, Stacy, currently we're in our question of the day. Who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? I know you got a story for us.
It's Brian, and he's no longer a cop, but while he was a cop, he was training someone.
Okay.
And he's going to be so mad at me, but I don't even care. And he went on an alarm drop, at a house.
What's an alarm drop? Oh, I just like when an alarm
Basically,
goes
when an alarm goes off, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. He was working midnights, okay? So he's training this female cop who I adore, and he's backing up and looking in a window. You hear a splash. He stepped into the hot tub He fell into the hot tub, full uniform,
Yes.
while trying to check this house. So he comes home at like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I fell into the hot tub. It's better left unsaid." But how embarrassing is that?
That's awesome. I mean, like, you're sopping wet.
He's just squishing through the house, like full-fledged uniform, boots, everything.
He had a hardcore case of the soggy Soros at that point.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious because you're trying to be the BA cop, that's like
showing to the rookie.
Yes, and then you're falling into hot tubs.
Yeah. Hey, Rook, this is how it's done. He steps back like this is what a criminal would do. Looking at the windows and falls right into a hot tub. And you don't even know what happened in there. He probably caught something.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually.
All right, guys. Once again, our question of the day is, who's the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? Now, Michael chimed in on our Facebook page, and he had a story that it just brought me back. So he said, this was back in high school. I gave my buddy a bong. Within minutes, he dropped his bong on his other bong, and then we had 2 broken bongs. I'm sure he's later broke the replacement bong, too. I hope he's not reading this.
Oopsie daisy.
I mean,
I've done it with bowls before because the bowls are glass,
Did you drop a bowl that hit another bowl and broke both bowls?
No, but I've dropped a bowl and broke a bowl, but not on 2 bowls.
And by that, you mean you've seen that happen on YouTube?
Correct.
Yes. You definitely didn't.
Cereal bowls. Cereal bowls. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Cereal bowl.
Lenny chimed in on our Facebook page as well. He says, my girlfriend, she once stabbed herself in the hand where the thumb meets the hand, like the little webby, meaty part. He said, with a knife, trying to get a brownie out of the pan. I hope that brownie was worth it. I hope that was like one of the best brownies she ever had because she stabbed herself for it.
I've done it with scissors. I was cutting that wire, like the wire sparkly stuff that you used to decorate. I had like red, white, and blue stuff for the 4th of July.
Sure.
And I was trying to cut through the wire with scissors, and I cut through my finger. I had to super glue it. Like, I still have a scar to this day.
Oh, no.
I super glued it and went back to work. That is commitment.
There's no point where you cut yourself with a pair of scissors. You're like, I'm having a good day.
No, it was horrible. It was horrible.
And let's wrap up our question of the day once again. Who is the clumsiest person in your life, and how are they always hurting themselves? I just like Jenna. She doesn't really share a story. She just shares an anecdote about her life. She goes, Jenna says, it's me. I'm told I'm an accident looking for a place to happen. If there's a hole to fall through, I'll find it.
It happens.
Kudos to you, Jenna. All right, guys, thank you so much for chiming in for our question of the day. Coming up next, we're handing out Megadeth tickets as they play a show in Charleston coming up on May 3rd. We'll play Are You Smarter Than My Friend trivia coming up in a bit on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. All right, guys, back on the live stream. There was, let's see, I think there was, just one story we didn't get to. It was actually Wanda's from the Horde. She goes, my 15-year-old, she manages to slam her fingers indoors, and last stunt was losing her big toe nail from ramming it into the water slide while at her friend's house. Ugh.
That's Mac. Mac. Remember when she was helping us with the breaking and entering Christmas? She like stubbed her toe on my car or something like that.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, Mac, we were doing the breaking and entering Christmas with Hot 98.3. There's just a phone call coming through.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yes. So, so Mac was helping us out, filming some stuff for breaking and entering. She wasn't watching where she was going. She had her phone with her, and she literally stubbed her toenail so badly it recently fell off. Sort of gross. So Mac would definitely be the clumsiest person on her own list.
I think so, 100%.
Rob from New Zealand, Stacy, is on.
Rob, what's going on with the volcano? I had to ask you. Marshall doesn't even know what's going on with the volcano, but I watched the early morning show this morning because I slept on NyQuil last night, so I was up at like 3:30.
Okay.
And I want to know what's going on with the volcano because apparently New Zealand's offering assistance.
Sean goes, how are you, Rob? Everyone's dropping Rob's name. Rob, obviously you're alive and your internet works just fine.
So Rob's good. And by the way, hi, Heather. I saw your hello. I was just talking on the radio. Stacy, there's Rob.
Yeah, Rob. Hopefully
everybody's
you're
like, hey,
doing
Rob.
okay. Heather says, oh, hi, I'm the derp and also a massage therapist. So I started a job at a chiropractic office, and literally 4 days before my first day, I sliced the F out of my thumb and on a mandolin slicer. Oh, no. I don't love that. Rob says, yeah, a couple of bangs and a little bit of extra waves, but the beer is still cold over here. That's good to hear, bro.
Good. I was worried about you. You were the first person I thought of. I was like, and it's so funny because, Brian's like, what are you talking about? Who's Rob? Instantly getting mad at me. And I was like, Rob is part of the Hornet, and this is a big deal.
Rob, our New Zealand friend.
Like, I'm worried about him.
So I don't know if you guys do this or not, but I am terrified of like slicing my fingers off.
Yes.
So usually I make like mashed potatoes for like Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving dinner. It's just kind of my thing. I love making my own mashed potatoes. I'm a huge fan of like garlic and stuff. So I will
red skin garlic mashed potatoes.
I will garlic the hell out of my mashed potatoes. So anyway, so when I make potatoes, I literally go and get gloves out of the garage and I'll wash them. But after that, I will literally wear gloves because I'm so terrified.
What kind of gloves? Like the steel ones?
They're like handyman gloves, like those.
What is that going to do? You're still going to cut yourself?
No. I mean, they're like impossible. Like you'd have to literally you'd have to stab the glove.
I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Yeah, but like I literally, I wear like handyman gloves to shave down my potatoes because I'm so terrified of cutting my fingers, just like Heather did there. She said she cut her finger on a mandolin slicer and.
That's that thing that you slice like this. My mom's done that before. She took this part of her hand off.
Exactly. Those are like those have like hurt 1,000 people.
I watched a scary movie once where they took it to the face.
Oh no.
No, it's good. I sleep with one in my nightstand.
A mandolin slicer?
A white one. Yep. Somebody comes at me, I'm gonna scrape them in the face. Try me.
You don't want none of this, bitch.
Tonga. Yeah, that's it. Tonga. But New Zealand is offering assistance or whatever. So I was worried about you. Like it was the first thing that came into mind. I was like, Rob, no. I can't believe you didn't even know about this. This is like a big deal. Like it looked like an atomic bomb.
I didn't hear anything about a volcano in New Zealand.
And it wasn't. It was in Tonga, but New Zealand was affected.
Okay. I didn't hear anything about the Tonga volcano. I'm so sorry. Maybe I just didn't put two and two together.
You should be worried about your hoard.
I haven't been watching a lot of news. I'm sorry. Rob, are you okay? Do you need me to send me your Venmo? I'll send you $5 American. Will that help? Help some Tongans. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
This one guy in one day, he's like some Tonga, like, I don't know, show off or whatever. He looked really good with the shirt off and he was sweaty. So he did something. I don't know. But he raised like $300,000 in one day. Look up online right now. Like the Tonga thing, it was like a nuclear explosion. It was crazy.
I'll look it up here in a minute. We do have to focus. We're on the air in 2 minutes.
It blew underwater. Yes.
We're all a little over time, so we're gonna make this super quick. I'm gonna try to do this like in less than a minute.
I'm just gonna let you talk, and I'm gonna be here and be like, okay.
Just say yeah. Okay.
How'd I do?
Perfect. Rob says New Zealand is pretty safe, folks. Tonga got it bad, but I think the aftermath with damages is worse than the bang itself. Ooh.
Yeah, it even put a tsunami warning on the West Coast.
Oh, yeah. I did see the tsunami warning. I just didn't look up why.
You didn't even care. He doesn't even care. He's like,
the West Coast.
The West Coast, F them.
My West Coast friends, when there's a hurricane over here, they don't give an F. They say nothing to me. And like when it's like the tragedy has happened and people have died and there's trees all over the place, I get like 2 text messages going, hey, you doing all right? Yeah.
You know, my mom didn't even check on me last hurricane. She didn't even check on me.
Because there's been too many. Like, it's not even cool to have a hurricane anymore.
No, it's not.
Greg says the clumsiest person in the world, well, I'm married to her. Who can fall up the stairs? Who could fall and break a diamond? Literally the hardest substance on this planet? Yeah, my wife.
My mom calls me Grace, as in graceful.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not the one that falls into hot tubs. Oh, shoot.
A couple things here for Stacy to answer. Stacy, so did the pierogies ever get made and delivered?
The what?
Pierogies.
I never made the pierogies, but I will. I bought some, so I'll make some. That's the game plan. I'll probably bring you in some Thursday.
Stacy, real quick. Stacy, did you work on your homework to bag Jason Momoa?
Yes, but it's not done until Thursday.
Thursday we are talking about it. All right, guys. We will be right back. Gonna just kind of queue up trivia for your chance to win Megadeth tickets. Be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Don't forget, we live stream the show every single weekday from 7 until 9 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show. And while you're there, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when we do go live. Now, coming up here in a few minutes, we're going to be handing out Megadeth and Lamb of God tickets. They're coming in with the Metal Tour of the Year into Charleston on Tuesday, May 3rd with special guest Trivium and In Flames. And for you to win those tickets, it's super easy. You're going to play Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia? So text us right now, 1-800-394-1061. Your first name and a number between 1 and 7. That is the number you think Stacy is going to get right this morning because we are very kind on the Marshall and Friends show. We'll give you a number on each side of that. So if you say 4, we'll give you 3, 4, and 5. As long as she's within that number range, you will score tickets this morning. Stacy, are you feeling a little slow this morning?
I'm feeling a little slow, but the Dayquil is kicked in, so I'm gonna go with my normal.
Are you sure you didn't take NyQuil?
It was orange. NyQuil was red. So I went with orange. It's Dayquil.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Now you've got me double.
All right, guys. Text us right now, 1-800-394-1061. Your first name and let us know how many questions you think Stacy's going to get right. We'll play trivia next here on the Marshall and Friends show on Rock 106.1. All right, guys. Just trying to stay on time there, trying to make it nice and sweet and short. Let's see.
I feel like a really bad rock person. Like, I don't know any of these people.
You don't know, Megadeth, right? You don't know Megadeth at all.
No, I'm a top
extinction.
40 girl.
Okay. Danny, I get why you probably don't know Lamb of God or Trivium or In Flames.
It just
But,
sounds
Megadeth
scary.
is they're one of the big four. Metallica.
Do they dress up?
Metallica, Megadeth, no. Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer. Those are the big four metal bands. Those are the bands that
I know Metallica.
Yeah.
I know Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
You don't know Megadeth.
Mm-mm.
That is stunning. I'm really surprised at that.
Heather, I don't really know if I do have this today. I had a fever yesterday of 103.8.
Is that because mostly you've been killing your body with
Crown Royal?
Crown Royal.
Maybe I was going through withdrawals.
Maybe. Pull the microphone out of your face so we can see your beautiful face.
It's not pretty though. Look at my eyebrows; they don't even match.
No one's judging you on your eyebrows.
Yes, they are.
Look here. Here's the thing. Do you have eyebrows? You're doing pretty good.
No, that's the problem. I don't. I have to draw them in every day.
Your eyebrows are looking solid today.
Thanks, but they're not. They're totally crooked. You know why? Because I had to use eyeliner to draw on my eyebrows, not eyebrow pencil. I don't know what I did with my eyebrow pencil.
Oh.
That's my problem. Oh, I think it's still in the bag on my counter. Because I was going to take my nails off too. But then I got sick all weekend. It's been
It sounds like you had a rough weekend.
It's been a really rough weekend. It was not enjoyable.
I mean, it started off so great. You had some beer with beer for breakfast on Friday, and then you just left my presence, and the weekend really got away from you.
It did get away from me. I did drink Friday night. I
Okay.
had Crown Royal again.
Right?
I had to drink up my peach. And then Saturday I got sick. I had to go get another freaking COVID test
Okay.
because I guess that if you're exposed or whatever, or if you're not exposed, you have to do it every 3 days. So then I had another one on Sunday. Literally, if I have another COVID test, there's going to be nothing left in my nose. It's not pleasant.
I have not had a COVID test, but I have never encountered any symptoms over the past 2 years. It's one of those things where my wife hates me for it. I rarely get sick.
Yeah.
I mean, can you even think of the last time I missed a day of work because I was sick?
I can't, honestly. I don't.
So I've only called out sick.
I can't, actually.
I've called out sick once in my tenure here at Dick Broadcasting Alpha
I've been
Media.
here almost 7.
Yep.
And I think no, I don't think I've ever seen you not here.
I've called out one day, and that one day is because I had food poisoning so bad I couldn't stop pooping. So I literally
I get it. I
yeah.
get it.
I've
been there.
called out one day total here at Rock 106.1, and that was because that honestly it was like year 1 or year 2, and I ate something at lunch. I don't remember what it was now, but I ate something at lunch, and I was doing the afternoon show at the time, and it was about 5 o'clock. Something hit me, and I could tell something was wrong, and I was like, we did like a 5 o'clock winner, and I looked at Cotter at the time, and I was like, dude, I have to go home. He's like, okay. So I went home, and I just like, I threw up, and
At the same time,
yeah,
it's the worst.
Everything. Everything, and I think I was just so dead from dying for like the next 6 hours because it was still midnight where I like finally stopped dying. I was just like, I don't know.
I've had food poisoning
dead.
once.
So I called in. I literally called in that day.
Yep. I've had food poisoning once. I had it with KFC, and I was pregnant with Landon.
Mm-hmm.
Brian was on shift, and I was getting cramps. And at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, whew, like not feeling well, but I thought it was just baby cramps because I was pretty far along. Brian comes home. He's not feeling real well. He's taking off his gun belt. I get up and I'm like, ooh, I think I'm going to have to throw up. I'm like, you're going to have to go downstairs. So I don't even make it to the toilet. I have coleslaw everywhere and the same thing. I had to hold a bucket and use the restroom, and he had to go downstairs. And we were like that for 6 hours. It was horrible. 6 hours.
Jesus. Rob says, if you need a day off, Marshall, no boss ever questions getting the squirts, right?
It's like the guy's version of a period, Seriously. Think about it. It's the one thing you have next to a period that you can use.
It's the only thing in the dude repertoire.
Yep, that you could pull out.
Heather says, elderberry gummies work wonders. Trust me.
What is
this
that?
is a little while ago. I don't know, but now I wish I had some elderberry gummies. All right, guys, we're currently playing Alice in Chains. Going to jump into the brand new stuff from the Foo Fighters after that, and then we'll be back on the air playing some trivia with you guys.
How many are multiple choice?
Today we have 2 that are multiple choice. 2.
Oh, boy.
But once again, I think these questions are crazy easy.
You said that before, and I didn't get very many. Oh, did you hear that burp on the air? Did you hear it? Ugh, sorry, y'all.
I totally did.
Ugh. I'm a mess today, y'all.
All right, we are going to play for this
Immune
person.
system vitamin. Rob, to be clear, Marshall takes days off. He goes and he takes days off on his vacation time. He just doesn't call in. Right? You've been on vacation.
Yeah, I take vacation days. I'm not a psychopath. I like to actually get away from here.
I agree. He just doesn't call off.
Yeah, I never call off. I try not to.
I almost called off this morning. I'm not going to lie. But I was like, no, Marshall and the Horde need me today.
It's true. We needed you.
And so I was like, nope. And then I was like, if I call off, he's going to be really upset, and then he won't let me in the Horde again. And so I was like, screw it. I'll just do this. I got it.
Proud of you.
And took a lot out of me, but here I am.
Heather says, I wish I could show you a picture of the brand I have. Google search Sam Bokel elderberry gummies. The immune system vitamin. Rob says, I save my sick days for when the weather is good and beaches are clear. Nice.
Rob, you need to be careful. You have big sharks there.
yeah, big sharks and volcanoes.
And volcanoes.
Can go off at any time.
Tsunamis. Like, shit's getting real for you, Rob. You need to stay away from the ocean.
Stay away from the ocean.
Hey.
All right, guys, we're about 6 minutes away before we jump back on the air. Let me go ahead and kill this.
Live once. No, not no. You say that now until the shark is chomping you. Mm.
All right, guys. Once again, going to jump into trivia here in just a few minutes. Got brand new Foo Fighters to get to first, and then we'll dive into trivia. 7 questions, 60 seconds for Stacy. Had a bunch of people text in this morning. Thank you so much for that. We'll be playing for we'll be playing for Brian. We'll be playing for Brian.
Brian?
Not your Brian. Well, hopefully not. I don't know. It could possibly be your Brian.
I don't think it's my Brian. He doesn't listen to me. He knows better.
Coming up on the show this week when it comes to guests, I kind of had to put the list together last second because I didn't think we were going to be on because of the studio move getting postponed. But Stacy obviously is our guest today. Mac will be in tomorrow. Stacy will rejoin us on Thursday where we will break down her 3-part Jason Momoa plan. And then on Friday, Jake Thompson will be in studio with us. So that's just a kind of a heads up on what guests will be joining us this week. We will be diving into some beer for breakfast on Friday. Very excited for that. We'll also get into some other shenanigans as well. Chicks on Dudes tomorrow. May even get into some Florida or not Florida on Thursday.
I like that. That makes me laugh. Yes, we have some big sharks here, but not as big as New Zealand, Charles.
Sean says, I might play a little hooky from work today. Going to be almost 40 degrees. Might throw something on the smoker. Ooh, nice.
Good for you. I really want a smoker. Now, my sister, you know what she made on her smoker? Bacon-wrapped Hot Pockets. They looked incredible. Oof. They looked incredible. We have big asses in our family for a reason. And they looked incredible.
So your mom's got a big ass?
Yeah, we all do. Mom, dad, sister, brother.
Oh, you come from the land of asses.
Yeah. I told Brody, because Brody, I'm like, you got to work a little harder, buddy. That's all. You got to work a little harder to keep it cool.
Wait, you told your son to work a little harder to have an ass or not have it?
That big ass is running our family, and if you don't want to have one, you got to work a little harder. Because then you got Landon, who's got like his daddy's genes, who's just got traps and abs, and then there's me and Brody. We're just fluffy. It's okay. You got to work harder.
So you're telling so you just like what do you like stick a GPS on your kid and make him go run around the block?
No, I just tell him not to eat that. You got to work a little harder.
Gotcha.
He's got to cut his weight for football.
I mean, for football, you don't have to cut your weight, though. See, what is he, a lineman?
Yeah, he's a lineman, but you do. Because if you weigh a certain amount, you get a sticker on your helmet and you can't run the ball or touch the ball because you're so heavy. Yeah, because it's rec ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he should be wrecking somebody's balls.
Well, he does. Keep thinking that, Stacy, you will feel safer. I don't go in the water. I swim in pools. I walk the beach.
Sean's singing over here. He goes, we come from the land of asses where everyone has big booty.
This is pretty much how this works.
I think your song kind of fell apart there, or I sing it to the wrong tune.
But it was good. I liked it. Deep down, I really did enjoy it.
All right, guys. Once again, going to jump into trivia here. We're 2 minutes away, just playing some new Foo Fighters right now. And then we are going to quiz Stacy and hopefully hook up Brian right here. With some tickets to go check out Megadeth in Charleston.
How many did you say I'd get?
I'll let you know here in a second.
All right.
I like to keep that for a surprise. I like to have that kind of wash over your face and get a natural reaction from you. So after trivia, I will share a story that I got a text message from our boss yesterday.
Which one?
Aaron Wilborn.
Okay.
Aaron Wilborn. And Aaron was very... questionable in regards to a parking job. So I will share the story that I got from our boss yesterday here on the live stream.
Good old A-Dub.
I thought it was weird. I was like, what's going on? I thought something was wrong. And then I was like, hey, man, what's going on? Hey, check this out. I was like, all right. We'll share that with you here in just a few minutes. Once again, we're playing Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia. Top the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to dive into Dude of the Week Death Match. We're going to find out who the Dude of the Week is. It is between Russ the dog and a gentleman named Kite.
Kite?
Oh, sorry, Kita. A very interesting name.
La Femme Nikita.
He was saving lives. He saved a 3-year-old's life, which is very, very, well, great.
Well, last time you did this, I got really mad. So
We'll see if you get mad again.
the Horde did not pick who I wanted them to pick.
The Horde are themselves. They're not just going to go with what you say.
I get that, but like Shaq stole the freaking. I'm still mad about that.
I can tell. All right, guys, 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Don't forget, we are live streaming the show right now, so jump on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, and just search the Marshall and Friends show, and make sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you are there. My friend in studio currently is Stacy Scott, afternoon host of Hot 98.3, and we are going to put her to task. She is about to play Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia? 7 questions, 60 seconds this morning for Brian's chance to win Megadeth tickets, because he texted in. He said you were going to get 4 right today.
Okay, it's a solid. I get it.
Yeah, we're going to give him numbers 3 and 5 as well. So he has a 3-number range to win tickets. Now, you have to get between 3 and 5 questions right this morning for Brian to walk away with these tickets. So let's go ahead and quiz you. Are you smarter than my friend Trivia, Stacy? We'll figure out if you are. There are 2 multiple choice questions today. Just give you a heads up. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Your time begins after I ask the first question. First question is multiple choice. In the TV show The Simpsons, what is the name of Mr. Burns' stuffed bear? Is it Bobo or Dodo?
Bobo.
That is correct. Question number 2. What popular cartoon features characters named after famous artists?
Passed.
Question number 3. What provides the red color in a tequila sunrise?
Grenadine.
That's correct. Question number 4. Who does Bruce Banner turn into when he gets angry?
The Hulk.
That is correct. Question number 5 is multiple choice. What fast food chain marketed a meat-scented cologne called Flame in 2008? Is it Hardee's, Arby's, or Burger King?
Arby's.
That is incorrect. Question number 6. What is Gene Simmons' persona name in the band Kiss?
Persona name?
They all have nicknames.
Pass that one. I don't know.
Question number 7, very simple. Do ants sleep? Yes or no?
No.
That is correct.
Go back to the one I passed. Okay.
Question number 2. What popular cartoon features characters named after famous artists? You got 5 seconds.
South Park.
That is incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4. You nailed 4 today, Brian. Congratulations. You won yourself some tickets to go check out Megadeth in Charleston on May 3rd. Of course, you get more details on that show. Buy your own tickets if you want over at rock1061.com. Let's go ahead and dive into the correct answers for Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia this morning. In the TV show The Simpsons, what is the name of Mr. Burns' stuffed bear? It is Bobo. What popular cartoon features characters named after famous artists? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
Yeah. Question number 3. What provides the red color in tequila sunrise? That's grenadine. Well, who does Bruce Banner turn into? That's the Hulk. What fast food chain marketed a cologne called Flame? That would be Burger King.
Flame broiled. Makes sense.
Question number 6. What is Gene Simmons' persona name in the band Kiss? He's the Demon. And do ants sleep? No, they do not.
I feel really silly that I didn't get the ones right because I didn't put the flame together.
It's all good. Well, congratulations to Brian. You're scoring tickets to Megadeth. We'll do this again throughout the rest of the week, right around 7:30 with Are You Smarter Than My Friend Trivia. Coming up next, we're proclaiming the Dude of the Week, top of the 8 o'clock hour with the Dude of the Week death match on Rock 106.1. All right, guys.
I've been pretty solid with my trivia. I'm pretty excited about myself. It could have been way
Pretty
worse.
excited about myself.
It could have been way worse. Ooh, man. Well, yeah, pretty much, Rob. All they do is collect food and bang. Ants.
What are you talking about?
Ants. They probably have a lot of kids. Think about it. They have to like get that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, they don't sleep, man. I don't know. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us here on the live stream.
Are you laughing at me?
Stacy, what do you do? Are you taking pictures? Are you doing a TikTok? What is this? You doing, the duck face? Oh, that's a good one. People love that. People love that. People love it when, like, a 40-year-old woman puts this picture.
I am not 40. Oh, my golly.
How old are you again?
I am not 40.
I'm
not 40.
You do a lot of duck face pictures. Can we talk about this? Why are you addicted to being a 12-year-old girl?
It makes my jawline look better. You should try it.
I don't think I need to. I've grown a very large beard, so I don't have to hide. Does it look good? Am I sexy now?
Please don't ever do it again.
Is it good?
It's real good, actually.
Marshall, you're super quiet on the air. I don't know why. Probably because someone accidentally hit something. Yep, that would be the reason why.
What was it?
Looks like my mic was turned down to about a quarter of everything else.
Isn't that great when we get new people that come in and just don't put anything back the way it's supposed to be?
Well, the thing is, too, we have like all this very important equipment right at our knees and our everything this morning. So
you have a very positive outlook when really it's people not putting stuff back.
Christopher, thank you for pointing that out, man. I did not know that. It's not something I can tell in the studio, but thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Sean says, thanks, Marshall. Just going to screenshot that. Well, it looks like I'm having a stroke on the live stream. No problem.
Cerebral palsy.
Yeah. All right, guys. Once again, we're going to come back with the Dude of the Week Death Match. Dude of the Week Death Match, top of the 8 o'clock hour. Then after that, we're going to get into Netflix. They're raising their prices again.
Again?
Yeah.
Like by a lot?
We'll share that story. But it'll be coming up here near the bottom of the hour. And then we're going to talk about what we think are the best streaming services. Like, so with Netflix, like kind of like going crazy with the prices. I mean, like everyone went to streaming because it was supposed to be this cheaper alternative.
Right.
Now it's starting to get ridiculous.
It's getting kind of annoying, actually.
It's been ridiculous for a while. Like everyone has a streaming service now. And it'd be cool. Like if everyone was just like agreed upon, like, all right, everyone, it's like $5 to $8.
I agree. That's what it used to be.
Yeah. But it's not that way anymore. And it's kind of ridiculous. So I've kind of made up a list of what I think are the best streaming options.
We need to just boycott it, actually, and just say F you and move on.
Yeah, but to get anyone on the same page in our country at this very moment, it's kind of difficult.
When it comes to money, though,
people disagree just to disagree.
I agree. See, look, I don't disagree, just disagree. I agree.
In the 9 o'clock hour today, just to give you a heads up, too, we're doing Marshall's Music News. In the news today, very exciting stuff. Ghost is going to be on your televisions later this week. And I'm going to do a story that will make you all feel very, very old, including Metallica. So if you want to feel very old, then you're going to love Marshall's Music News today.
I can't believe you said I was 40.
I mean, you're not?
No. Do I look 40?
No.
It's the bags. It's because I've been sick.
It's the eyebrows.
It's so bad.
One looks 36. The other looks 40.
I hate you. Do I have time to use the restroom real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm right back.
All right, guys, once again, thanks for hanging out with us this morning here on the live stream. We do appreciate it. Appreciate everyone, every last one of you. I'm going to send you all a Christmas card. Actually, I did send a lot of you Christmas cards. I love you all. All right, yeah, coming up here, top of the hour, we're going to play some brand new stuff from Mastodon. I'm a huge fan of this song. It's called Tear Drinker. The band is called Mastodon, not Mastodon, which I accidentally said on the live stream last week, although still funny. So we'll dive into both of our stories for the Dude of the Week death match. Once again, it's between a dog named Russ and then a gentleman named Kita. Clips made for the duck faces. Enjoy. Thanks, Gibby. Appreciate that. Yeah, on the show tomorrow, we'll have Mac join the live stream with us. We'll do another edition of Chicks on Dudes. We'll see how Mac's, holiday weekend was as well. My rest of my day is actually, speaking of, I just got notifications for the rest of my day. Rest of my day is hopefully pretty easy. I do have a promotions meeting that I'm running. I am the promotions director here at our company, so I'll be running a promotions meeting coming up here in about 10 o'clock this morning. So hopefully that's nice and easy. And then the rest of the day is the rest of the day. And then Wednesday, tomorrow, we are moving a bunch of stuff for the radio station, like furniture into our brand new studios. So I'll be dressed even more homely than I already look now, and be moving a bunch of stuff for a couple hours tomorrow. All right, guys, we're back on in 3 minutes. Got brand new stuff from Mastodon on right now. You gonna make it? You just like almost fell over walking into the door right there.
Really funny is I have,
Hold on a second. Did you say when you get the what?
the sick poops, like when
Sick poops.
like when the poop is at the end, like at the end of a sickness, you're pooping. Let's just be real about it. I laughed at you so hard I almost shit my pants. So I had to run to the bathroom.
Wow.
It's where I'm at today. It's where this is going.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I feel actually blessed to have heard that, because not many people say I've made them laugh so hard they poop their pants.
I almost shit my pants. That's why I looked at you and did you see the fear behind my eyes? I was like, do I have time?
We haven't spent that much time together, but
There was
thankfully-
fear behind my eyes.
Wow. Yikes. Well, I'm glad you made it.
Me too. That would have been tragic.
Almost a badge of honor, says Gibby.
You guys know what I'm talking about, though, right? Like it's the.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing too hot, but I'm here.
You got less than an hour left. Less than an hour. We got a couple. We'll do Dude of the Week death match, and then after that, we'll talk about Netflix, and that's it for you today.
And then I'm gonna go do my shows, and I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. Gibby says almost kept the chair to yourself, Stacy.
Yep, I did, but I didn't.
Marked your territory.
I had a sheer panic behind my eyes too.
A sheer panic. Yeah.
Sheer panic.
Just a quick heads up while I have a moment to get into it. We have 90 seconds before we jump back on the air. I'm going to be out at the Coastal Empire Wrestling event called New Year's Beatings this coming Saturday. That is going to be over at the Coastal Empire Brewing Company on 79 Ross Road. Doors open at 6:30. Bell is at 7 o'clock. I'll be out there from like 6 to 8-ish, kind of hanging out, handing out some free stuff from the radio station. So if you want to get out of the house, maybe have a beer or two, very kid-friendly event. Kids 10 and under are free to hang out. Tickets are $15 a piece for the Coastal Empire Wrestling New Year's Beating event. That's this Saturday. So if you aren't up to anything, come hang out, get out of the house, and hang with me. Drink a few beers.
Beer does not sound good right now.
I went to a wedding and they only had beer and wine, and thankfully I knew like some of the groomsmen.
Yeah.
And they took me back to like all the groomsmen have like a man cave before.
Their little flasks.
Oh, they had all sorts of like really nice whiskey back there. So I had a nice little whiskey drink at the wedding.
Were you officiating it?
Nope, I was just in attendance.
If I ever get married again, you are marrying me.
No problem. Gotcha. All right, guys, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning with Stacy Scott, my friend and afternoon host of Hot 98.3, in the studio with me. Almost didn't make it back.
But I'm here.
Well, I made you laugh so hard you had to go to the bathroom. So
I almost pooped my pants.
you almost pooped your pants. So that's how hilarious I am, just on the live stream.
No, I am just getting over being sick. Don't toot your own horn that hard, please.
Well, we are live streaming the show as we do every single morning from 7 until 9. So make sure to search the Marshall and Friends show on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. And make sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. Right now, let's go ahead and dive into the Dude of the Week death match. We have 2 feel-good stories, and then we need your help to determine who the Dude of the Week should be. Story number 1, Ricardo Rodriguez and his dog Russ did not have a great summer or fall of last year. In the summer of 2021, Rodriguez went on a camping trip near Lake Tahoe in Nevada and brought Russ, his dog, along. All was going well until a moment where Russ got spooked and he just ran away into the wilderness. Now, Ricardo went and looked after Russ, could not find his dog. It was devastating to him, and he had to leave the wilderness without his dog. Sad, right?
Yes.
Well, in the coming months around the Lake Tahoe area, they faced multiple natural disasters. So there was the Caldor fire in August, and then there was a major snowstorm that dropped almost 2 feet of snow in December. Well, Wendy Jones, who's our potential Dude of the Week with the dog Russ, operates an animal organization called Tahoe Paws and said she was alerted to a dog in need of rescue after the snowstorm. The dog was just curled up in a ball, and she had 2 volunteers, Elsa and Leona, go out and find Russ and bring him back. Thankfully, Russ was microchipped, the dog, and they were able to reunite Russ the dog with Ricardo, who lived hundreds of miles away in Southern California. They were reunited. Great story. So our Dude of the Week, number 1, is Wendy Jones, the lady who runs Tahoe Paws.
I love her already.
Story number 2. On the morning of January 9th, a Bronx apartment blaze killed 17 people. You may have seen that in the news, but there was some good news that came out of this. Fatima Wood, a mother who was trapped inside the blaze with her children, was on the edge of giving up hope. Now, Kita, a stranger who is living in the same 19-story apartment building, stepped up to save them from the blaze. The mother remained hopeless until the stranger came down to help him as he was trying to evacuate the building. He grabbed their kids and ran them down into safety. The mother was able to get out of the building shortly afterwards, but he was able to help save an entire family inside of there. So Kita is Dude of the Week, potentially number 2. So
those are good stories.
Here's what we need you to do. You need to let us know whether Wendy or Kita should be the Dude of the Week in our Dude of the Week death match. We'll take your votes right now, and then here in just a few minutes, we will proclaim our Dude of the Week. You can also text us your voting on who should win at 1-800-394-1061. Right now, let's get into some corn. It's Falling Away From Me on Rock 106.1 on the Marshall and Friends Show. Good morning. All right, guys, good morning. And once again, thanks for hanging around with us. Please let us know in the live chat who should win the Dude of the Week death match between Wendy Jones at the Tahoe Paws Rescue and the dog Russ for coming back home, or should it be Kita? Interesting name, but they're up for the
I
Dude
think
of the
it's
Week.
fantastic.
Gibby says Kita. Wendy and Russ. All right, guys, just go ahead and let us know once again in the chat. Let us know who should be the Dude of the Week between Kita and Wendy and Russ, the dog. Wanda says, totally off topic, but I would like to state that I have 4 girls who are just as nasty as boys. Every morning they have toothpaste and makeup in the damn sink. Are boys gross? Stacy, you're an owner of 2 boys.
They're disgusting. The whole house smells like pee. Try to go to the bathroom. It smells like pee. Ugh. No, they're gross. They don't clean up after themselves.
Mm-hmm. So I grew up in a house that had, like a lot of air registers are run through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, I lived in a very old 1950s home growing up, and all of our air registers were actually on the floor. So everything just came up the floor, all in every single room.
That's how it was in my house too, up in Ohio.
So with that, as a kid, as a young boy, I thought it was hilarious to pee down the air vent. So I would just pee down the air vent until eventually the smell caught up with me because they would smell like hot burning pee when the wintertime came.
What did your mom do?
Oh, she was just pissed. She was just pissed at me.
Oh my God.
Hey, so boys are gross. I can confirm we are gross. Gibby says that's just kids in general. Tony says, good morning. Oh, what up, Tony? Nice to have you back. It's been a while. I have 5 minutes and thought I would jump on and say hi. Marshall, oh my God, nasty. I don't know. I was a kid.
Yeah, is
I didn't want to go downstairs to pee. We only had one bathroom in the house. It was on the first floor.
It didn't make any sense to me because Brody peed in his room on the floor one day, like just in the corner. And it was because he didn't want to get up because he was playing a game. And he just peed in a corner like a dog. And I was like, what are you doing? And he goes, my friends do it, Mom. And I'm like, what?
Your friends.
I'm like, you're
are
not
lying
your friends.
to you.
You're not your friends. So he never did that again after he had to clean it.
Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you just piss out a window? Because if I pissed out the window, I would have peed out like, I don't know, the front of my house where everyone could just see me pissing out my window.
I would have killed you if you were my kid.
I'm sorry. I just did. I did.
How many times would you say you did this?
Oh, probably only like 3-ish times. But it was like the same reason. Like I was playing video games up in my room and I didn't want to leave the room. So I was like, I'll just piss down this air vent, which is almost like a hole in the ground, which is very toilet-like.
I can't believe you did that.
I totally did that.
I mean, I can. I'm a boy mom. I get it. That's great.
All right, guys, just getting us back on time here. Let's move some stuff around.
Betty White for 100 did her makeup better than I do my own. Like her eyebrows are way more on point than mine.
Who?
Betty White. They posted one of the last pictures before she died.
Oh, Betty White. Gotcha.
And she did her makeup way better than I do my own.
Yeah, Betty White's 100th birthday, or what would have been her 100th birthday, was yesterday. They showcased. There you go.
One of her last photos.
Betty White. They actually aired a movie in Fathom movie theaters across the country yesterday. Also, NBC said they're making their own special for Betty White that's airing at the end of this month. I talked about that earlier this morning and about last night.
I love Betty White. I wish I would have met her.
Betty White?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get out very much there at the end.
I know, but...
All right, guys, we're currently into commercials. We'll come back. We'll let you guys know who won the Dude of the Week death match. After that, we will then jump into Netflix and how they are charging us all more. And then we're going to talk about what you should probably stream instead. But we'll kind of talk about our favorite things to stream. Maybe some services you don't know about.
My little brother would go outside and piss his name on buildings.
Which is actually an art. It's an art. It's hard to do.
My little brother did it too in the snow.
Yeah, peeing in snow as a boy is always just the best. I think it's just a natural, and I've talked about this many times. Peeing outside for a guy is the best thing in the world.
But why?
I don't know. It's just like just being one with nature, taking a piss in the yard, like with your dogs. Just being a couple piss dogs.
So you lift your leg and pee?
Yeah. Honorary Dude of the Week should always be Betty White. Yeah, I agree, Trace. No, like if it's summertime and I'm having beers and it's like my wife and I will literally just go pee near the fence. It's awesome.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Red says it's actually very hard to write your name and piss. That's why I said I was impressed. It is a very hard technique. It's much easier to do in snow. Like there's something with peeing in snow that is much easier. The heat's hitting the cold snow the right way. You can write your name much better in snow. You're just writing it like on a cement block. Like it's never great. It's not something I'm going to take a picture of and send to my mom.
What is wrong with you?
Multiple things. Sean says, back when I first moved to Minnesota, I was a little drunk and I was staying at my wife's townhouse and was like, I want to piss in the snow. So at almost 30 years old, I finally got to piss in snow. There you go. It's something that...
What is wrong with you, boys?
It's everything that I think that guys want to do. Just like,
And pee down a vent?
Well, yeah, peeing down vents. It's sick. Just try it.
How did your mom clean it? That's what I want.
I don't know. I think she probably just threw a bunch of Lysol down.
Or Clorox?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Because technically it would go to like the heater.
Yeah, I mean like our...
Like it went in the furnace.
Yeah, it went in the furnace. And that was like And it was in the basement, I think. Our furnace was in
Yeah.
the basement, and like it shot
Home
up.
Alone
Yeah,
style.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if I was your mother, I'd kill you. You wouldn't even make it.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh my God.
100%.
I'm so glad. I don't even know where my vents are. I think they're in the ceiling in my house. So,
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of new homes, all of the like air register vents or whatever, they're all on the ceiling or on the wall.
Yep.
But like in the older homes, I don't know why. I think they were just they're all on the floor.
I remember that because
Yeah.
we had it too. And then my mom would put those like plastic things that like hooked up, like they had magnets on either side of them to help distribute the air properly.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put it past Brody to stand in his bunk bed though and try to pee into that vent up above.
Pissing all over himself.
It wouldn't surprise me. I've learned that it doesn't surprise me with boys.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, going to wrap up Due to the Week deathmatch coming up here in just a few minutes. Our stories were between Russ the dog and Wendy Jones, the person who helped save him, and Kita,
How's it looking?
who saved. It is Kita right now, but if you guys want to vote, feel free to do so. Still taking your votes. You can also text us 1-800-394-1061. Due to the Week deathmatch between Russ the dog, who was saved after a wildfire and a snowstorm, courtesy of Wendy Jones, or Kita, who saved a family from a burning apartment building that killed a bunch of people.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one because they're both pretty good. Like I couldn't even vote right now. I like dogs better than humans, so I'd go with the dog one.
Go with the dog one. Right now, Kita's winning, so we'll see how it goes. Good Lord, I just got a bunch of ticket solicitations. Let's see, is any of this in Savannah? Nope. Oh, that's in Savannah. And that's in Charleston. Cool, though. All right, looks like we'll have some fun stuff coming up for you guys here in the next few weeks. Can't share it with you yet, but I will.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh.
Loving that.
Thank you.
Hey, speaking of shows and shows announcements, we are actually going to announce a show 10 a.m. this morning. Well, 10 a.m.-ish this morning via the Rock 106.1 Facebook page. There is a show that's happening in Charleston, and that's all I can tell you right now. Now, we're not talking about Megadeth. That show is happening in Charleston on Tuesday, May 3rd. But there is another show that's coming even sooner that I'm going to, I'm very excited to share the announcement with you at 10 a.m. this morning. So make sure to check out the Rock 106.1 Facebook page. Something I haven't quite talked about yet because we can't until it officially is out. But it's a show in Charleston, and we'll be giving away tickets for it coming up here in the next few weeks.
Apparently, I got to 105.1 yesterday.
Your temperature?
Yes. And 104.9.
You should be dead.
No, it's 107, you die. I'm getting close. Telling you, Dayquil and NyQuil are game changers. They are game changers.
The quills?
The quills.
Brandy says vertigo, a symptom of COVID. She texts us. Uh-oh.
Vertigo.
Yeah, well, because you almost stumbled into the door earlier.
I don't have COVID. I've been tested 3 times this week.
Brandy texts us in. Let us know. Uh-oh. That's not good for you. Do you think you have cocoa? Dude, if you give me cocoa, I will be pissed.
I have been tested 3 times this week. No, I don't have cocoa. I literally just got a rapid test done on Saturday again.
All right.
Yeah.
If you give me cocoa, I'm suing you for how much can I sue Stacy for, guys? How much money do you think Stacy has?
You aren't going to get very far. Some of us don't make $1,500 a show.
Well, I know, and we talked about it. You spent $80,000 on Amazon the last year or whatever. So,
shh, don't say that.
I mean, you spent
Get me in trouble.
$80. $80.
$80 because it was on sale.
You're right, and it was needed medicine to keep your children alive.
Really great. It's really great iPhone. I want.
Oh no. You're addicted to shopping.
I know.
You have an issue.
I really just like nice things. How much time we got? We got some time?
Charles says, who's playing in the Rock 1061 21st anniversary concert? I don't know if we're going to put one on or not. That's actually a really good question. I'll let you know. A Diablo, what does it keep saying? A Diablo chicken sandwich from Arby's. It's actually quite good.
Did you go for it?
Yeah. I know I tried it. I did a video. I think did we talk about it?
Well, you talked about that you were going to do it, but I didn't watch your video.
I did the video. It was actually quite delicious.
Yeah, that sweet ass honesty, Marshall. Hey, leave my honesty out of this. That's a good one, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're probably worth at least like a number 3 at an Arby's. Probably afford that, can't you? We'll be right back. Rock 1061, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Thank you so much for hanging around with us. Don't forget, we are live streaming the show currently, as we do every single morning from 7 until 9 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show and make sure to like, follow, subscribe while you are there. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our second half of the Dude of the Week death match. Stacy, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Sure.
Forgot to mention you there. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Story of my life.
We are going into our stories. We do have a winner, but let's go over them once again real quick. Ricardo Rodriguez and his dog Russ did not have a great summer. Now, as soon as they got to Lake Tahoe in Nevada, they were having a little vacation, and something spooked Russ the dog. Russ ran away, and Ricardo was never able to find his dog. Well, the weather and everything happening in Lake Tahoe at the end of last year was not great. In August, they had the Caldor fire, and in December, they had a snowstorm that dropped almost 2 feet of snow. This is where Wendy Jones, who operates Tahoe Paws, steps in. She was alerted that a dog needed rescue after the snowstorm, so she sent out Elsa and Leona to go find Russ, and they did. And Russ was microchipped, so they were able to return Russ to Ricardo, who was hundreds of miles away in Southern California. So great news. A potential Dude of the Week, Wendy Jones, who runs Tahoe Paws. We're just going to throw Russ the dog in there because, well, dogs are incredible.
Right. Russ rocks.
Russ rocks completely.
Duh.
All right. So Dude of the Week nominee number 2 is a gentleman named Kita. Of course, in early January of this year, a Bronx apartment blaze killed 17 people while he was just a stranger who was trying to get out of the building, running for his life when a family who was headed by Fatima Wood was crying out for help inside of the apartment. He actually grabbed her kids and ran them down to safety. She was able to safely get out as well. One of those kids was just 3 years old. So he is definitely a Dude of the Week nominee. He actually said he wasn't trying to be a hero. He was just trying to do what was right. So after you guys chimed in with your votes on the live stream and texting, our Dude of the Week is Kita from the Bronx for saving that family out of that apartment building. Let's clap it up for Kita here. All right, Dude of the Week.
I can get on board with that one.
All right, coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about Netflix and how they're raising their prices again. And maybe we'll give you some ideas on how you can save some cash. Right now, Silverchair on the Marshall and Friends show on Rock 1061. Good morning. All right, guys, we're going to come right back on after this song. Talking about Netflix raising their prices again.
I'm not really happy about that. Hey.
Morning, boss. What streaming services do you subscribe to?
Netflix.
Netflix?
And
do you subscribe to anything else?
No. Just Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to start shopping though.
I subscribe to, let's see, Netflix, and then I have the Disney bundle.
Oh, I do have Disney Plus.
Yeah, so I've got Disney, Hulu, and ESPN.
How much is that?
It's $15, I think, a month. 17, $16 a month.
That's not too shabby.
Rest says, Marshall, you see the new trailer for Disney Plus's Moon Knight. Yeah, I actually saw it last night on Monday Night Football, speaking of. It looks really neat. It looks really neat. I mean, it looks like it looks a little bit scarier than your typical like Marvel Cinematic Universe show or movie. So I'm very excited to check that out. Moon Knight comes out on Disney Plus. I think it's March 30th. Trey says Netflix, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus bundle, Peacock. Just some of the ones that he subscribes to. Sean says, my closest Arby's is over near one of the random gas stations the rioters burnt down, but y'all are making me want to brave it and get some curly fries.
Stupid. Don't you have DoorDash? You don't have to brave anything. Just have DoorDash bring it to you.
So speaking of, I have not ordered any sort of like food service to go in quite some time because I had some bad experiences like Uber, like where the driver said they delivered my food, but it never showed up.
I get it.
So I went online and I really wanted like a dessert on Sunday night. So Stoner's, their pizza is good, but their chocolate chip cookies are maybe the best chocolate chip cookies in Savannah.
Really?
They're incredible. I don't know if they fuel them with crack or some sort of drug, but I'm addicted to them and I love them. And I really wanted something sweet. So did my wife. So I was like, I'm just going to order cookies to the house. So I went through.
It's smart.
I went through their website. Now, they said their delivery service is powered through DoorDash. They wanted to charge me $7 to take it from Stoner's in Georgetown to my house in Georgetown. I guess mileage-wise, it was half a mile. I was like, nope, I will go pick them up.
Do you see this? I have a problem.
You need to get up and go pick up your stuff.
January 15th, January 15th, January 14th, January 14th, January 10th, January 9th, January 3rd, January 3rd.
Stacy has dozens and dozens of DoorDash deliveries.
I don't like to cook.
People should, like, if they're going to gift you anything, they should start gifting you DoorDash gift cards.
100%, because I really like the Zaxby salads, and I don't like sitting in that line.
Sean says, I have Hulu Plus, Prime, Netflix, Flow Sports with Mab TV Prime. I think that's it. Good Lord.
I got Prime, too. I have some I totally forgot about, but I got Prime.
Yeah. It's crazy what we pay for, and sometimes we even forget that we pay for it because it comes automatically.
It's the worst. It's the worst because I budget to a T, and then Amazon will come out, and it was like the $20 I had for gas. It's now gone.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning. Don't forget, if you're running in or out of the car, just sitting down at your desk, there's multiple ways to hang out with us each and every morning outside of the live stream. You can download our app for free via the Apple app or Google Play Store. You can get us on your at-home smart speaker, or you can listen live at our website, rock1061.com. Well, Stacy, this news came out over the weekend. Netflix is raising its prices again. Now, the last time it raised their prices was in October of 2020, and essentially like every 2 years for the last 6 years, they have been raising their prices at least $1 or $2 every time. So here's how Netflix is raising their prices. They say if you have a basic plan, it's going from $8.99 to $9.99. The standard plan is going from $13.99 to $15.49, which I think is what most of us have. It's like the streaming, it's the basic streaming HD one. And then if you have the premium plan that allows you to have like 4K resolution video, it's going from $17.99 to $19.99 a month. Yeah.
Why do they do that? Why do they think they can do this?
So they say they're raising the prices so they can keep giving us all the great content they give us constantly. And look, Netflix does have amazing content. That's why the majority of us are subscribed to Netflix. But I mean, the every 2 years thing is getting a little ridiculous. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to break down what subscriptions or services are out there and like which ones I think you should subscribe to if you just let go of Netflix, because there's some definite great services out there that cost a whole lot less than they offer when it comes to price that I think really supersedes them in a lot of ways. So let's go over some other opportunities that you can use for streaming so you're not stuck with paying Netflix all of your monies. We'll do that in a couple minutes here on the Marshall and Friends show, right here on Rock 106.1. Rob says if Netflix went open season on the whole catalog, so you don't need a VPN, then maybe have a plan to cater for that. But after you binge, what do you what you want, it doesn't get used much. Yeah, exactly, man. So like usually a lot of times, like I just go through waves of like, oh, I'll watch Netflix because they have like 2 or 3 shows in a row, and then I like don't touch it for 2 months, and then I'm back.
Hmm.
You know?
I didn't think about it, but that's exactly how I do it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just waves.
And you're waiting freaking 2 years for a dang next season.
Mhm. Yeah, especially with the pandemic and everything. Yeah, I mean, when Ozark's been almost 2 years, The Witcher took almost a year and a half or whatever to come out. So,
You, Emily, and Paris, it all took over 2 years.
All right. Once again, we are in commercials right now, and we'll come back and we'll give you guys some options on what you can possibly stream.
How much time we got?
We've probably got over 10 minutes.
Perfect. Can I go to the bathroom and
Yeah.
come back?
You're feeling better? That's good. Yeah, I do a combination of that. So Rhett says Prime, Disney Bundle, Hulu, Netflix, and steal Paramount Plus for my parents' account. Yeah, I do a lot of, and hopefully, the Disney ABC overlords aren't listening to me. I do share, I share certain stuff with other people, and they share stuff with me in return. So I have like a whole smattering of stuff that I have access to that I probably shouldn't. But, that's one of the perks of, knowing a few people. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us here on the live stream today. We got a great string of guests coming up for the rest of the week. Mac is going to be back tomorrow. We'll do another edition of Chicks on Dudes. We'll do your top fives as well for everyone hanging out here on the live stream. If you've hung out with us before, we usually have you guys tell us what your top 5 things you plan on doing this week, because we have a managers meeting at 9 o'clock every single Wednesday, or 10 o'clock every Wednesday, where we have to do the exact same thing. So we'll do top 5s tomorrow. On Thursday, Stacy's going to be back. Now, last week, news broke that Jason Momoa was getting a divorce from Lisa Bonet. Well, Stacy loves Jason Momoa, wants to be up in or around him at all times. So I've asked her to create a 3-step plan and execute step number 1 on how she is going to get with Jason Momoa. So she is going to share that with us on Thursday when she comes back on the show. And then Jake Thompson, the afternoon host of Bob 106.9, is going to be my guest on Friday. So he'll be joining us live in studio as well. So we have a great week of guests here on the Marshall and Friends show. And I'm excited for all the future things that we're going to get into, guys. Rhett says, still waiting on Stranger Things 4. I feel like it's been, 3 years since we got Stranger Things, right? I guess that's supposed to come out in July. Yeah, Netflix can pump out Cobra Kai, but still waiting on Stranger Things. Yeah, we've gotten Cobra Kai every single year, but crazy. Don't ruin her first step, Rob. He says step 1, chloroform. But apparently, I just threw it out there. I was like, create a 3-step plan on how you are going to make love to Jason Momoa or date him or whatever she chooses. And she agreed to that. And she is going to put step 1 into motion before Thursday. And we're going to dissect her plan to see if it actually will be successful. But we'll do that on Thursday's show when it comes to Stacy and Jason Momoa. Chris says, my house is really terrible with streaming services. We have Xfinity. Peacock comes with that. Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and HBO Max. Maybe others I can't remember right now. Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, Netflix raising the prices like almost up to $20 if you have like 4K streaming, which some of us have. I don't have that one. I have like the standard plan. But it's a little ridiculous. I mean, I remember when it was $9. And now I'm paying almost double that. A little silly. All right, guys, we are jumping into some 3 Days Grace on the radio right now. Got a couple more songs after that, and then we will be back with our last on-air break here of the live stream. Stacy back in the studio with us. It does go by very quick.
It
The live
really
stream always
does.
does.
Mm.
This,
Don't mind me.
you and your old lady blanket.
I love this little bowl.
Once again, I'm going to be out this coming Saturday if you guys want to get out and about. I'll be at Coastal Empire Wrestling's New Year's Beatings. If you love WWE, it's that same style wrestling they're going to have out there. That's coming this coming Saturday. Doors open at 6:30. The bell will be at 7. I'll be out there right around that time, handing out free stuff from the radio station. I'll have like a table set up. So come on out, hang out. It's going to be at the Coastal Empire Brewing Company on 79 Ross Road. Tickets are $15. Kids 10 and under are free. And there's going to be a bunch of matches that night, including the Coastal Chaos Championship match between Scratch and Davey Leon. So that'll be coming up this Saturday. If you guys want to get out of the house, come hang. Gibby, have a great one, man. Chris says Netflix was $7.99 when I started. Yeah,
I remember that. I remember when it was like $5.99.
Yeah, I think it was $5.99 or $7.99. And that's when they did the DVD service because that's how long I've been with Netflix.
I remember that.
I've never canceled. So like Netflix back in the day, if you guys aren't familiar, you would actually create a queue online. And they would send you 2 movies or 2 discs at a time. So if you got like, I watched all of Scrubs via Netflix because they gave you get like they'd be like a 4-disc set of season 1. I get like the first 2 and I had to mail them back in. And then like a couple days later, I would get the next 2 discs in the mail. And they would have like these envelopes that you'd have to like peel apart carefully, or you'd have to use your own tape at your house to return the disc. It was crazy.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I pay for Netflix. I think T-Mobile does.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. Oh, wow.
How'd you get money?
So
you want to bet?
I want to bet. So we did an office pool here at the radio station, and it wound up, I think, just being 3 of us. But it was the most points. Excuse me. You had to like guess all six games for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, put a point total on the Monday night game. And Mike just came in and threw a $5 bill at me. So looks like I won.
Yeah, you did.
Honestly, I kind of totally forgot about it.
Well, at least he's a fair bettor.
Mm-hmm. Chris says, I have pretty much all the services, but I think I'm only paying for Hulu.
No, I think I'm doing the same thing now that Chris said that, honestly. Because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't pay for Netflix. T-Mobile does.
Juana says, yep. Oh, my God. I remember Netflix totally doing that. Sean says, I own seasons 1 through 8 of Scrubs. Love that show. Miss Meets hates it. What? Dude, I love Scrubs, dude. I watched that. There was a spinoff series. I watched all that stuff. And now that same guy created Ted Lasso. And, of course, that's blown up.
That's a great show.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I need to make a note and put Ted Lasso. Stacy, what are you watching right now? Are you watching any streaming service shows?
I just started the next season of You.
Okay, season 3?
Yep.
Gotcha.
I have not watched season 3 of Ozark yet because I was supposed to be in it and I wasn't, so I'm boycotting it. I've been watching a lot of those crime shows, like the Fernandez stuff and like Night Stalker and like those kind of things. But I'm not. No, I mean I'm not an Office girl. Like I'll just turn on Comedy Central and let Office play.
Yeah, I actually looked at it last night. So just before October of last year, I canceled my Peacock subscription. It's $5 a month. It's super cheap.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I was like, I only watch The Office, and I could watch Comedy Central if I want to watch The Office.
It's always on.
It's always on.
It's always on.
And then they announced they were going to put the new Halloween movie on the service. And I was like, well, it's cheaper than going to the movies. I'll keep it. And then I forgot about unsubscribing from Peacock ever since then. So I just unsubscribed from Peacock. I think it was yesterday. And I have it until like February something. But I'm sure they'll like announce they're going to put some exclusive movie on there that I want to watch. And I'll resubscribe.
Yep. That's how it works. they get you every time.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like if anything's $5, I can justify it's just $5. But if it's like $20 or like the Netflix $15.49 a month, I'm upset at it.
No, it's principle at that point. You have to hold your ground.
Mm-hmm.
I really adore this.
You adore our tiny bingo machine?
I think it's so cute.
Yeah, I hope to bring back Big Money Mondays here once we kind of revitalize the show in whichever direction we're moving.
Like, I love it. I just love it.
I'm glad you love it.
It's like the science behind it just gets me.
Rob says, do you pay for pay-per-views? I still haven't. I just go to a bar and watch there. So I'll say this on the live stream, but I probably won't say it on the air, although I think I've mentioned it once before. So I use a illegal service that gets me 5,000 channels and all the pay-per-views for $12 a month.
Is that with your
So I mean I have a broken Fire Stick, and
you broke mine too.
It's a service that you can put on there called Hydrogen, and I just it's $12.50 a month, and they give you 5,000 channels, music, porn, and all the pay-per-views, and you stream it, and I get TV stations from across the country. Like I have my TV station saved from my hometown, Peoria, Illinois, and Chicago TV stations, so I can like watch the news from back home, which is kind of nice. I can watch all the Savannah TV stations. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so I use that as my primary live TV, and then I have access to a bunch of streaming services. Some I pay for, some are given to me from friends and family. All right, guys, got 3 minutes. We're back live on the air. Get into some brand new stuff from Nita Strauss with David Draymond and Disturbed called Dead Inside. After that, we'll come back on, and it'll be our last break of the live stream. Appreciate you guys once again hanging out on this wonderful Tuesday after Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Once again, don't forget, we do have a concert announcement. We're going to put that up just after 10 o'clock this morning. I'll probably put it up as soon as we get done with our promotions meeting. But we'll...
we got a promotions meeting.
Yeah, I'm just going to let everyone know. We'll meet upstairs again. Glad you're excited for it.
I was going to go home. I forgot.
We'll make it nice short. That's the goal, at least. Sean says, I still want to know how to do this, Marshall. Hit me up. Hit me up this weekend, and I'll teach you. Rob says, we got this little black box thing here, like that too. One-off payment, 300 channels. Yeah, that's the way to live, man. Yeah, it's $12.50 a month that you pay through a somewhat legitimate, possibly somewhat sketchy website, and it works every single time, and I love it. But yeah, I just watch all the pay-per-views at my house. Sometimes I have people over to come over and watch them. It's great. Take that, UFC.
I don't really have that many friends. I just don't like people at my house.
I just got real sad over there.
Yeah, I just don't like people at my house.
All right, guys, a little over 2.5 minutes. Holly, have a great rest of your day. Sean says, can you get NESN Bally Sports? Yeah, there's hundreds of sports channels. Those specifically, I don't know. I can check for you. But yeah, like my brother-in-law uses a service that's based out of Chicago. That's where he lives. And he paid like a $400 one-time fee. And he has like 2 little black boxes in his house that like get him everything as well. And then like they have fancy like TV menus and everything that look like direct TV. But it's not.
Scandalous.
Very scandalous, man. I mean, well, they shouldn't charge us $1,000 a month to pay. Like my elderly mother called me up the other day, Dish TV or Dish Network or whatever they're called, the satellite company. She got on and she negotiated a 1-year deal for $90 a month for like 5 channels. And I'm like, I feel like they got like they
hosed her.
Yeah,
they took full advantage.
Took advantage of you. So I have to now call Dish TV this week and see what we're into with her, because I'm like, Mom, what do you watch? She's like, Lifetime and Hallmark Channel. I'm like, of course. I'm like, I could get you something. I could take
I
your.
was gonna say, couldn't you like jailbreak a
I could,
stick?
but like my mom doesn't like. She doesn't like technology. Like literally, she wants it to be super easy. Like she'll write down the TV channels that she likes on a piece of paper by the TV, so she could just press the buttons in to go to them.
I get it.
Yeah. She doesn't even like to use the guide. She's 80 years old. So like, what are you gonna do with that? Yeah, Rhett says I use YouTube TV for my cable. So did Cotter use the same thing. But I guess they upcharged or they just raised the prices a lot on that. Did Mac need something? I saw her come over.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. We're almost done. Speaking of, we'll be right back. It's Rock 106.1, Savannah's Rock Station. Welcome to the Marshall and Friends show this morning with my friend in studio. Joining me, Stacy Scott, afternoon host of Hot 98.3.
Good morning.
Good morning. You can watch us on the live stream right now, as we do every single day from 7 until 9 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just search the Marshall and Friends show and make sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you are there. So just a few minutes ago, we were talking about how Netflix is raising their price once again. They've been doing it every 2 years for like the last 6 years. Bumping all their plans $1 to $2. So I thought with this being done, we kind of break down whether certain services are worth it or not. So with Netflix, your standard HD plan is now being bumped up to $15.49, I believe, starting next month in February. Now, is it worth it? Kind of, because Netflix probably has the most unique content out there. I mean, everything from The Witcher to The Circle to the Ozarks is coming back. Stranger Things. I mean, those are big shows that have made, tons of money and won many awards on that service. But it is quite a bit. I think there are some better deals in streaming. Now, Stacy, what streaming services do you have?
I have Netflix. I have Amazon Prime. And I think that's it that I can remember.
So Amazon Prime also includes like the free shipping if you're an Amazon user. And that breaks down to like, what, 120 years? So it's like $10 a month.
Yeah.
So still like, 66% of the cost of what Netflix is trying to charge us. Not bad. And Amazon Prime has a pretty good selection of stuff. But I think the Disney Plus bundle is probably the best currently. So you can get Hulu, which is an excellent streaming service. They've got all the FX series stuff. So they've got like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Atlanta. And they have a great like exclusive content. Solar Opposites is a cartoon from the guys from Rick and Morty that I'm enjoying the heck of right now. So you get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN all for $15 a month, a little bit more, like $15.50, something like that.
That's a good price though for all that.
I think that may be the best streaming bundle out there. Now, Disney Plus is straight up $8 a month. Apple TV, like Ted Lasso, they got some really cool shows that I don't think get enough love, like See and Servant. That's only $5 a month. If you love horror, there's Shudder, which I think is an excellent service. Once again, $5 a month. So I think there's some out there. If you feel like you need to ditch Netflix, I think I highly recommend the Hulu, Disney, and ESPN bundle for $15. And I think you get just about as much as unique and interesting content than Netflix, honestly.
I don't know though, because you don't have You or Stranger Things but the problem is you sit there and you wait 2 years for the next season to come out. So you literally have this lag and they all come out at the same time.
Yeah. And that's why I think it's important, like, if you realize you're not going to watch it for a while, you need to unsubscribe. Because a lot of people have just, like, unsubscribed for a couple months, come back on for a month, watch their favorite stuff, and then ditch it again. But a lot of us are too lazy to do that.
I'll forget. I'll just forget.
And totally forget. But I think there's other options out there for you. I think the Hulu, Disney, and ESPN bundle is probably the best for the money currently. And there's some other ones that could definitely take up your time as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream. We'll be back here at top the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to talk about Coastal Empire Wrestling, and we'll get into some Marshall's Music News inside the 9 o'clock hour this morning on the Marshall and Friends Show on Rock 106.1. All right, guys, once again, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. We surely do appreciate it. We love you, and we'll see you again tomorrow starting at 6 a.m. Tomorrow, Mac will be my special guest on the show. We'll get into some more Megadeth tickets. We'll also talk about the show that's going to get announced here at 10 o'clock this morning. Also, another edition of Chicks on Dudes. So we will see you guys tomorrow starting at 7 a.m. on the live stream, 6 a.m. on the air.